let's get into this conversation. Now, I want to say Pinky Doll, but this isn't the right person. This is the pink sauce lady. Now, I remember at a time where pink sauce was becoming the thing. Shadow, what are you doing? What you doing, Shadow? Hold on. Hold on. I think she needs her water. Watch out, watch out. Gange, gange. Ice cream so good. Ice cream so good. Fire, fire, fire. Okay, but yes, that's not the right lady. This is the pink sauce lady. Now, this lady has been talked about quite a bit because of the fact that clearly this wasn't FDA approved, and because of the fact that the ingredients was made with dairy. Shipping this out overnight, a couple days shipping and anything like that is bound to create all different types of bacteria and everything. So I never tried this pink sauce. This I've never tried it. I was just like, listen, I just am not trying to try something like this to where I don't think it's safe. So recently she was in the news, not in the news, but like being talked about because of this. She lost everything. And I thought at one point is that she got the pink sauce approved for it to be in stores. And I don't know what happened. So without further ado, I don't know if he tried it. I have no idea. He said, "Good on you," because you probably would have ended up in the hospital, bro. I feel like much worse things would have happened. But without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's get into this video. Pink, shout out to Charlie, another Charlie vid. Pink sauce lady lost everything. Let's get into this damn video, y'all. Let's do it.
Pink sauce is just the gift that keeps on giving, and I don't mean in the way of foodborne illness. I mean this story just doesn't end. I think the story of pink sauce and the pink sauce lady, her name is Chef P, I think this will be taught in classrooms across the world for years to come as a how to start a business out of a biological weapon and then also how to ruin your business. Chef P has legitimately done everything wrong when it comes to being an entrepreneur. Every mistake you could make, she made, and then some. She invented new mistakes that the world didn't even know were possible, such
Damn.
as her initial food labels on the pink sauce having
Yo,
absolute
what's up, Goblet?
gobbledygook on it, nonsense, just a catastrophe, really. And now we have a very sad update in this story. Real quick, just to give you the lore breakdown in case anyone's forgotten, because I know it's been like 8 months, and on the internet, that is prehistoric, so maybe a lot of people don't remember this. But pink sauce was started on TikTok by a creator named Chef P. She made it in her kitchen and posted videos with it. It was just this vibrant pink Pepto-Bismol looking sauce that she started selling, and people went crazy for it. Everyone was buying it, and she was shipping it from her house. And since she was shipping it from her house, she didn't take any real safety precautions with the food, and the ingredients on her sauce contained things like raw honey and milk. And she was transporting it over state lines in hot temperatures, meaning when it got to customers, it was vile, revolting, radioactive sludge. And people started posting videos of opening their pink sauce.
I'm I mean, what do you expect, bro? What did you expect? Especially like that sounds sketchy as hell. Like, you mean to tell me it is you made this from your house and you shipped it out like this? Like, I wouldn't even, bro. I wouldn't even eat this. I'm not even a pinky type of person, but yeah, I definitely don't want no pink sauce.
And excitement, and what they got was shit that looked like this, looking like a bloated corpse out of a sarcophagus, looking like some kind of festering scab. Chef P was basically Oppenheimer, and this was her bomb. It was waging war on the gut, the tummies of everyone who bought this, because it wasn't safe to consume. It really wasn't. So she faced a lot of backlash. The internet started clowning on her. She even had a very famous speech that she gave on TikTok Live, where she said, "What do you mean FDA approved? I don't sell medical supplies." And it only got worse from there. She eventually went on a talk show from a host named Karamo, and she confronted one of her critics. And it was a very sweet lady who made a TikTok a little concerned with the pink sauce because she found like glitter in it and all the things she was seeing. So she sent the pink sauce to a lab to be tested. And on the talk show, the two of them got together, and Chef P made herself look like the biggest possible asshole. She was unbelievably rude and disrespectful to that lady who was just testing the pink sauce to make sure it was safe. And that lady was extremely polite, extremely nice. And Chef P was just ruthless and mean.
Listen, I know it is like, yes, there are some things it is that are like edible glitters that you can able to put in like drinks and sometimes some foods, cakes and stuff like that. Yes, that is a thing. Um Me on the other hand, I wouldn't go as far as eating like 24 karat gold on like wings or something like that. I've seen that before. I wouldn't necessarily do that. That's where it is. It's kind of crossing the line for your girl. I wouldn't do that.
And nasty, and it turned everyone even further against Chef P. But then, out of nowhere,
Yes,
with one of the
edible
most
gold.
unexpected, shocking plot twists the world has ever seen since the Darth Vader Luke I am your father moment, it was revealed with a big statement that pink sauce had just been acquired by Dave's Gourmet, which is apparently a very reputable big brand that was taking pink sauce even amidst this massive disaster. Like, it was legitimately a danger to consume. Dave's Gourmet came in and said, "We want it."
Yep.
So, Dave's Gourmet acquires pink sauce with, I imagine, a very hefty payday to Chef P, and they start producing pink sauce themselves in like an FDA approved facility, and they start selling pink sauce in 4,000 something Walmarts across the country.
Yeah, that I
And
do
based on
remember.
everything Chef P was saying, sales were great. People were super excited. But it doesn't seem like everything was all sunshine and rainbows and daisies, because apparently that deal soured. And Chef P has recently come forward with a GoFundMe alleging that Dave's Gourmet never actually paid her the royalty she was owed, and it was actually a terrible deal. They were an awful, evil group. She never actually explicitly names Dave's Gourmet here, but that is the brand that acquired her sauce, so most people, myself included, believe that she's referring to them here. And it's become a very wild situation because she's saying that she is completely broke now. I went over most of this story on stream, so I'll show you those clips, but real quick, I want to give a huge thank you to everyone that's been coming into the streams. I've been doing them on YouTube recently, and it's been amazing. I've been absolutely fucking loving the YouTube streams, so I just want to say huge thanks because it's been really hype. It's been so much fun.
I haven't
So
seen
I'm
the
going to keep doing YouTube
notifications.
streams, and here's some clips from it, and then I want to go back in and talk about it a little bit more because I've read more into it now since the stream. Did you see the pink sauce lady made a GoFundMe? Matt just sent me that. I was going to read about that. The pink sauce lady is claiming that she is broke. I don't know how that's possible, considering she got a big payout from Dave's Gourmet or whatever it's called. Bill's sauces, I forgot. I think it's Dave's Gourmet. I think I got it right the first time. So I don't know how she could possibly be broke now. She's claiming it's a faulty deal, I guess. I don't even have enough money to buy my kids food. Veronica Chef P was all over social media last summer thanks to her viral pink sauce condiment. It was bottled botulism. And it did pop off. That much is true. The bubblegum-hued condiment was a concoction that Shaw devised in her kitchen while working as a private chef in Miami, often finished her TikTok videos by slathering whatever she cooked in the mystery pink sauce. Although Shaw never revealed the sauce's ingredients, her followers demanded it, so she began selling the sauce for $20 a bottle, which quickly sold out. As orders quickly came in, the backlash followed. Customer complaints about inadequate food packaging and alleged contamination began to damper the hype around the viral sauce. What an understatement. She was shipping biological weapons. All of the ingredients
fair,
that were listed
yeah.
on there, minus the chemical X of her secret formula.
I'd say the secret formula. I would say it is like, she had a great execution, or and the idea, the thought of it is just like, okay, yeah, it's a certain sauce. It is as homemade. Okay, it's a different color. It is that you normally don't see like a bubblegum pink type of sauce that's you put onto food. Um, that that's already gonna get people's attention based off of like vibrant colors. I've already mentioned this about how a lot of times us consumers, we're attracted to very bright things. Um, so I'm not surprised by this. I'm curious to know what it tastes like too. You know what I mean? It may taste good. I never tried it, but it could potentially. Now, I'd say the reason to why it is that it was a literally a weapon it is that she's making is because of the fact of uh you're putting dairy in the mix with certain things. And when you buy anything that's dairy related into a store, they tell you it needs to be refrigerated. Anything like, tartar sauce or like anything with milk, cheese, or anything like that. Like immediately once it is you bring it home, it's like ice cream. Like you can't ship ice cream out and whatnot. That's not gonna look very pleasing, and you're not gonna have the ice cream by the time it is you ship it out if you do even overnight shipping. It's the same thing within this, especially with packaging. With heat, a lot of times these warehouses are not really all that air conditioned as it is, and then also traveling from state to state, it's gonna bound to blow. Like there's so much it is like pressure it is that you can able to contain within those bottles. So I understand why it is they say that they're making a weapon. Now again, I feel like it is that she was trying her best. Like people was interested in within the sauce, cool, but I think uh, I feel for her. I feel for her in the sense of like when you sign into these deals and everything like that, you got to really have an attorney or somebody on a little legal side to really go through what it is you're about to sign because they s- these people saw her on TikTok. She's making these sauces at home. She's doing all the stuff herself, making some money from it. They seen that. And instead of paying this woman that, they took that profit. It was just like, hey, listen, thank you so much for your services, but we up, you not though. So that sucks. And how do they get the milk from the cow into the store if it's not hot out? I mean, this is the thing about with milk is hmm, milk is usually processed quite a bit. Cow milk is not the uh if you really knew what when it come down to like milking a cow and like the udders and go through the udders and all of that and look at like what it really looks like and then go through the filtration process of turning what is essentially a pink color. Let's just put it like this. Ultimately, when it is you're trying to get milk from a cow, it ain't gonna come out white. It's actually gonna come out like a tainted color. Sometimes even pinkish because of blood. So originally, if you was to see how that is before they do all that like that filtering out and all that other coloring and all the other stuff with milk, you'd be very disgusted. You'd be highly disgusted to what it is that they do throughout that filtration process, and that's a real thing. So that's the reason to why. And of course, they make sure it is that they do this very quickly to where it is they can able to bring this into the stores because God forbid, Yes, I'm so serious. Yeah, I'm so serious. I cannot make that up. Blood, legitimate blood, comes out of udders, and that's normal. Yeah, that is normal, especially when it is like if it's something it is like the cow necessarily did not want to do. Like you're like put it like this: you're putting machines up at udders because they're not doing like handmade. You know what I'm saying? Like using their hands to go with the udders. They're using a whole mechanic device in order to milk the cow. And it is a tedious process, and there's plenty of cows it is just going through at the same time. So yes, ultimately you're going to get some type of blood or feces and know urine and all different types of stuff that's going to be mixed into that milk. So that color is not going to look pleasing. So then you got to go through that whole filter process to make sure that it looks like the exact coloring to what it's supposed to be. Oh yeah, Justin, you got a lot to learn. If you knew, you said the fake humans are only the mammals that willingly drink cow milk. Exactly.
We're all highly insufficient for long distance
Ah,
transportation in hot temperatures. It was a disaster, truly, which I think helped propel it into the mainstream even more. The most significant blow
yeah, if
was
you
when
drink raw
Shaw went
milk, you're a
live to
different
address
person.
followers questioning if her sauce was FDA approved. She responded, "What do you mean FDA approved? I don't sell medical products." In January 2023, Delish announced that Shaw had partnered with Dave's Gourmet. The condiment company added pink sauce to its portfolio, selling it on Walmart.com and in 4,000 locations nationwide until July, which was a shocking development. Because again, this got so big because it was basically shipping poison. It'd
Pretty
be great
much.
for assassinations, but as for actual sauce, probably not wonderful. We actually did buy a bottle of it in order to see how yucky it would be, not to taste it, but to like put it to the test, like take a Geiger counter to it, see how radioactive it is. See if it could be used to take the paint off of one of our cars
No, that's
due to like really high
crazy.
acidity or something. See if it could replace acetone. But we never ended up doing it. On August 17th, Shaw took to her Instagram announcing the launch of her GoFundMe page and asking for financial assistance. She alleged that a partnership left her in financial ruin. As a young entrepreneur with big dreams, I followed my intuition and went forth toward my dreams to create something new. I made a few mistakes on the way, which led me to trust a company that is trying to take everything away from me. They lied to me. They are not paying me and are not being transparent about records. I have tried on multiple occasions to try and come to one accord with them, but they refuse to reimburse me for marketing expenses that I spent my own funds towards. I don't know enough about Dave's Gourmet, but there are tons of shady companies that'll take advantage of young people selling shit, give them the worst deals ever. She then claims that she was silenced and sabotaged. She does not name said company in the video or social media, and she wrote that it has been difficult for her to care for and feed her children. I don't know how that's possible, though. Even if she did get the worst deal of all time from Dave's Gourmet, and I'm assuming that's the company she's talking about because that's the one that bought her pink sauce concoction, that alchemy. I don't know how she would lose all of her money on it, considering Dave's Gourmet picked up all of the production costs. And it's not like it takes a lot of money to go live on TikTok and say, hey, my sauce is in Walmart. So how the fuck did she lose all of her money? I don't see where it goes here.
So for edible things, the FDA has to approve it to be in stores, right? I mean, it's safe to consume now. Just because something is FDA approved does not mean it is safe for consumption. I can tell you quite a lot of different things, even to the down thing of sugar. There is a whole, if you have not seen this documentary that talked about this on Netflix, of how deeply rooted that these companies, that they know how dangerous sugar can be to the body. I mean, at this rate now, they have chemically modified all different types of drinks and everything like that. Like, you could sit there and be, let's say, for instance, you pick up a strawberry soda and you look into the ingredients, there's not a single thing of strawberries in it. And it does the same effect. Sugar does the same effect as what drugs do. Sugar is a drug. Sugar is a drug. And somehow or another, this is FDA approved. You know, giving your kids fruit snacks and sugary drinks and everything like that, candies, all of that. That is so-called FDA approved. And we're giving our kids drugs. Think about that. That, you know, sugar is very hard to try to take out of your system, because anytime it is that you try to do, like, yeah, that's why the people get a sugar high. Exactly. When you try to detox your body from certain things it is you're eating, a lot of times in the second or third day, you go through withdrawal stage very badly. Shadow. You go through a very bad withdrawal, you know? So it is just like any other addiction. Very deeply redded, man. She's good.
Unless
She's
there's like
good.
some clause in the
She's
deal
in
she
heat.
signed with Dave's where he has access to her bank account or something. I work at Walmart and they advertised that her sauce was in the store. Yeah, no, it had a big marketing push when it made it to Walmart. Which is why I'm saying, again, like, it's not like she paid for that. That would have absolutely been on Dave's Gourmet. So I don't know how the fuck she lost all of her money in this bad deal. I need legal help. They are refusing to pay me the royalty that is owed to me. I don't know what else to do. I can't give up. I need help. But I just don't know what marketing expenses she endured. Again, it's completely free to go live on TikTok or post Instagram videos about your sauce. Cost no money. I've been silenced and financially sabotaged. I'm a single mom and do everything for my kids. Right now, I don't even have enough money to buy my kids food on my own. My mom is on disability and has been giving us $20 just to get by on a daily basis. School is a few days away. I haven't been able to get my kids clothes or anything. I'm currently facing an eviction that has gone into default. The sheriffs can come to my door any day now. I need legal help. They're refusing to pay me the royalty that's owed to me. I don't know what else to do. I can't give up. I need help. Horrible story to hear. Assuming it's all true, that's awful. Sorry to hear that, Chef P. She got a big payday in order to just sign with Dave's Gourmet. How the fuck did it all fizzle up? Whoa, she wants $100K. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Wait, what? 921 raised of a 100K goal. Holy shit. So, after doing a little more super sleuthing in my intense investigation and research on this topic, I have come to the enlightening conclusion that this shit is not adding up. I still cannot figure out where all of the money went. I don't know how she ended up completely broke, allegedly. Like, I don't know how that happened, because from everything I've read here, she was no longer footing the bill for the production of pink sauce. It was now completely off of her plate, so that financial burden was eased thanks to the Dave Gourmet acquisition. And all of the marketing she was doing was Instagram posts and TikToks. That's free. That costs no money. So,
Do you believe that she is broke or just lying? I'm gonna be very honest with you. It's kind of the same thing with like um a lot of these companies, record labels, all of that. They see talent, and of course it is like, they make the promises and everything like that, blase blase, but it is not unheard of not getting the money up front. uh this is why it is that I say that you have to get a legal team or an attorney or something like that to go over what it is you are about to sign. um Preferably if you're have them there with you during the time of this, because going to the fine print, they can put whatever it is that they want. And this is the reason why a lot of people in the industry, like music industries, they don't understand how somebody it is that's famous and made all these record deals and got all these sales is broke. So it's not unheard of. Even as far as doing sponsors or partnerships, as at times, um, you don't get the money right away, is what you would think. They will finally pay you, but legally they could sit there and say it's 45 days after it is that you've done a sponsor. So in reality, if you're waiting for $3,000 for a sponsor or a partnership it is that you did, you're gonna be waiting quite a bit. Yeah, but she's a single mom for the hood, so of course she's been having them big numbers and just sign her rights away, basically. Right, and if you sign those rights away, that could be a problem. Another person it is who did something similar to this was for all my ladies out there who's used honey pot. I used to really love products of honey pot. It's a feminine product that had all different types of lines of, like, tampons and pads and feminine washes, wipes, all that good jazz. And they were all natural ingredients. And it was black owned business. Uh the girl sold the ingredients to a bigger company, to where it is that they changed it. And a lot of people was just like, why would you change the ingredients on this? Now you're literally putting toxins in here. People was catching up on it. Yeah, that is it, basically, TJ. It's like the same thing that happened with TLC. Exactly. Um, so sold all the products and everything like that, and then people was like, yeah, I don't wanna, what's up, BJ? I don't wanna buy this anymore because this, and this. So it's not uncommon. I've heard of this before.
I don't know how she lost all of her money in this Dave's Gourmet deal. Now, I do have no doubt that there is a chance it was a very predatory, very shady, disgusting contract, because that does happen in the industry,
Yes, it
across
does.
every industry. There's
Hmm.
tons of evil corporations that are going to swoop in and try and take advantage of people that don't have a team behind them that'll advise them on, looking over the contract and all of that. And it seems like she didn't have anyone look over the contract. So maybe she did really get taken advantage of here and exploited by Dave's Gourmet. But all of that would be off of the sauce itself, like off of its profits. I don't think that would come from her bank. Like, I don't see how Dave's Gourmet contract could somehow take money away from her. It would only just not be paying her what she's owed, which is something she does explicitly say, that Dave's Gourmet hasn't paid her what she's owed in the form of, like, the royalties from the profits of Pink Sauce. But I don't see how this could have, like, drained all of her finances and left her in such a desperate, sad position. Like, this is awful to read about. I just don't know how the contract could have done that, unless the contract is on, like, some next level evil shit where Chef P agreed to pay for everything involving pink sauce and Dave's Gourmet just put it in Walmart or something. But that'd be the
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you this as of right now, especially knowing about a lot of stuff with Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar, you can't trust that nigga neither. You can't trust him neither. Because where all that money went to for that so-called alleged school it is that he was going to build, right? Where that money went into.
worst contract of all time, and I don't think anyone would have ever signed that. So I don't think that's the case. It is important to note that Chef P does have a history of lying. She lied about everything in regards to pink sauce
Oh,
from the very beginning. She was lying out of her ass on the talk show. So a lot of people aren't really even believing a lot of what she's claiming here because of her history of lying about everything.
Yikes.
So the whole situation is just horrible.
Hey,
And
we ain't
another
gonna mention
thing worth
that? Nah, we gotta have to
consideration
mention
as
it,
a
bro.
possibility is maybe Chef P is just a little off on how well pink sauce is performing. It has been a long time since anyone has given a shit about pink sauce. No one's fucking uttered a peep about pink sauce in like 8 months. And it was a product that was entirely hype driven. People were curious and wanted to try it, and then they tried it. Maybe they got violently ill, perhaps, or just extremely scared to consume it. So obviously they're not going to try it again. So it being in Walmart doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to do well by default.
Correct.
It was always ever just a wacky product that people would try as a meme or just out of pure morbid curiosity.
Content ideas.
I think there's a very good chance that pink sauce is just actually not selling at all. And Chef P thinks that it is and thinks that she's owed money that this pink sauce is just actually not making. So
That's actually a very good observation. Now, that could also be the case as well. Because it's not like it is that I'm hearing people buying pink sauce. So unless if it is like it's a content idea, like, oh, I tried the pink sauce, that's in the YouTuber in me would think that that'd be a content, a great video idea to just try it out for like, shits and giggles and stuff like that. But in reality, it could be honestly, it is the cells. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. People have kind of forgotten about it. And at that rate, it's just, hey, we're not doing this because Charlie's right. We have not heard about the pink sauces like this in some time. So now it's just like, hey, people ain't really fucking with it.
Maybe Dave's Gourmet has no profits to even share with Chef P as part of their contract because everyone's lost interest in it. I don't know.
What
This whole
about blue
situation
sauce?
is very odd and peculiar, and I just wanted to go over it. So yeah, anyway, that's about it. See ya.
Y'all hilarious, bro. Y'all hilarious. Nigga said, what about some blue sauce? I should make a blue sauce? Oh, man. I could make a whole bunch of, like, blue things. But I don't know if it is I'll make a blue sauce. All right, listen. W reaction. I almost forgot it is. I was recording for a second. W reaction. Now, Sam. W you guys and W you. I'm off of this thing.